Oh, look at this branch sticking out. You just slip around that. What is up? What is up? We got another nice day in Middle Tennessee, and it is time to do a little more riding and do a little exploring today. Last week, which was about a week after the snow and ice storm we got, I was going through a little sketchy road up in the hills, and there were some work crews up there clearing off the roads. There were so many downed trees. There were literally trees laying across the road. They had chainsawed a path through there, and it was about a lane wide, so they let me through, but there was shrapnel everywhere. So I'm going to try and head back today and take a look at it. I'm sure they've got it all cleaned up now, but there's probably shrapnel and destruction and death and plague laying all over the sides of the road from all the damage. It was crazy because usually the forest is so thick there you can't see down the hill from the road, but when I went through there, that's the first time I've been able to look down. Really pretty, actually. So what's funny is no matter where I'm heading, I seem to always find myself going through these curvy roads just outside of our part of town. It's like my bike has a homing signal. It takes us to those curves. I used to joke around when I was working for the man back in the day that when I was commuting every day on the bike, I would joke around that something was wrong with my bike because it would only take me about 45 minutes to an hour to get to work. But to get back home would always take me about 4 hours. Because the bike would always take me over to the mountains on the way home. I say the curvier the better. It's pretty wild that I like such curvy roads. I guess just the fact that I'm in charge of the bike and I'm in control, that makes all the difference. If I were in a car, someone else was driving, or even sometimes if I'm driving, I'm in a car, curvy roads like this can make me really motion sick. Reminds me of when I was a kid. Well, a little backstory first. My dad was a game warden. He's retired now, but he was over the county that we lived in when I was growing up. And one day he had an opportunity to go up in a helicopter to go, I believe he was looking for some poachers. Not 100% sure. I was pretty young. But he invited me to go, and I was all about it. And we got there to go up in the helicopter, and the pilot asked me if I was sure I wanted to go, and of course I did. It was a helicopter, man. But I'm that kid that couldn't ride roller coasters. I wanted to so badly, but I would get so sick, and so therefore I basically kind of grew a fear of roller coasters and things like that. And I tried again in my adult life and got sicker than a dog, man. It was bad. Anyway, the pilot asked, I reassured him, yes, I wanted to go. So we went up in the air, and I'm sure it wasn't anywhere near this bad, but in my little 7 or 8 year old head, I think that's about how old I was, it felt like the helicopter was getting almost 90 degrees sideways banked. I doubt that's really the case, but we started doing some maneuvers like that. I started to feel sick, so they went to some small town. This was in Oklahoma. I don't recall what the town was. I'll have to ask, and maybe I'll put that information up here. But we landed the helicopter I want to say it was either in the street or like just in a parking lot somewhere. And I got out and went into a little convenience store, got a soda and a candy bar, and I sat there and waited until they came back and picked me up. The funny thing is, when the helicopter landed, there were all these people that came out of their houses and stuff looking to see who is this big celebrity person or whatever that's landing a helicopter here. Anyway, it was just a funny experience. And you know, it's that thing where if I'm not in charge, in control of the vehicle, I can get motion sick so easy. But put me on a bike, I love those curves. Alright, we're getting into some good roads now. I love exploring around in this area. I don't know that you could call these mountains, they're hills. They rise up pretty steep. Some of these roads are really fun, but they're also a little bit remote. So this is where I found some of the carnage last week, and they had road crews up here clearing out the trees and stuff off the road. So I'm curious to see how it's looking today. This little hill right here has a cave on it with a natural spring coming out. Take a little detour here and take a look at that. So you got these streams here. These are all natural spring water. Look at that. That is really cool. A little cave action there. I don't know if you can see it up there. There's actually two. There's a lower one, but the big one's up top. Or not up top, but it's over the little one. And I noticed they've got some piping coming out of there and into this, probably not going to show up on camera, but there's like a basin there collecting that water, and there's a hose. Let's see if I can back up to it. See that hose coming down there? And it comes up over here. I've seen the locals come over here and get water out of that. Yeah, that's pretty cool topography. I love Tennessee. Lots of caves, rolling hills. Alright, see what we can find. This road gets a little bit sketchy. It's not too bad. Just gets a little rough up here toward the top. There's definitely evidence that there were a lot of downed trees. You can see the damage there. And there's a lot of tree shrapnel in the road. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, there's like still big branches in the road. When I came through here last week, there were literally trees across the road. You couldn't go through. I mean, you couldn't have before I got there, but the road crews came through and cleared it out as I was arriving. Look at this. Whoa. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Still here. You can see it all down through there. Normally, that's just really thick forest that you can't see through, even in the winter. Yeah, there's all kinds of down trees and branches and shrapnel. Dang. Ice storm took its toll. It's too bad. Oh, there's another tree right there looking like it's ready to fall over. I'm surprised they didn't cut that down. It probably fell after they came through here. Yeah, that looks like that's fresh. Wow. Yeah, there's been other trees fall over since they were here. Dang. Shrapnel everywhere. That's just crazy. I want to go on this road over here. It gets a little steep though. And it looks like, is that gravel? Can't tell. Really don't want to be doing gravel. Especially on a steep road like that. No, it's just not gravel. Just looks a little rough. I feel like this is probably not a good idea, but we got to check it out, you know? Look at all this damage. Yeah, they've already come through here and cleared it up, so it should be okay. Wow. All kinds of damage. Everywhere. I'm not really in any danger right here. I'm just taking it slow because I don't know what's ahead. And I could always turn around and go back the other way if I have to. And that was the scariest part. We just went up, so should be good from here on. Man, unbelievable what that ice storm did. And we didn't even have the brunt of it. We're in Tennessee. Think of like Texas and Oklahoma, places that had it really bad. Man, man, man. So hey, if you need some firewood and you've got a chainsaw and a truck, this is the place to go. Tell you what, if I had a truck, I'd be down here gathering some of this wood. It'd be set for several years. So talking about roller coasters, man, this is crazy. Down and then right back up again. Gonna have to downshift for this. Woo. There's a cave right there. We gotta stop and check that out. How you doing? Good. Do you mind if I'm recording right now? No, go ahead. You're okay to be on the video? Sure. Okay. You see a little bit of water dripping through there.
You know, they actually filmed a movie down here, and my granddaughter got to be a part of it.
Really?
Yeah, they were looking for a cave to finish out their movie, and my brother-in-law had called into the film commission. He told them where the cave was. They come scouted it out, and the very last scene of the movie, it's got them running through the cave. You enjoy your day, darling.
I will. You ladies have a good day. Alright, so that was a nice little stop. Those ladies were pretty cool. Alright, well I think that was a pretty good adventure for today. I'm going to pick up the pace and hit some of these curves on the way home. Thanks again for checking out my video. Thanks for riding along. I'm the 7th letter. My friends call me G. And I make content at least once a week. Please hit that subscribe, hit a like on this video, and I'll see you next time. One, two, three. Beep.